In the part 2 of the Tihayi series, let's look at the extension of where we left in the last video. If you remember, we had been covering the odd numbers 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. Now the next one we look at is 11, and this starts from the sum, the first matra of Tinta. Now the new concept which I'll introduce now is that as the numbers become larger, we subdivide them. For example, 9 we said we'll do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But when we get to 11, we do 1, 2, 3, gap, 1, 2, 3, gap, 1, 2, 3. And that makes 1, 2, 3 gap is 4. 1, 2, 3 gap is 4, which means 4 plus 4, 8. And 1, 2, 3 becomes 11. Similarly, when we go to 13, we put 2 gaps in the middle. 1, 2, 3 gap, gap. 1, 2, 3 gap, gap. 1, 2, 3. And that makes 5 plus 5 plus 3, 13. And remember, in each number we have the Bedam, 1 gap Tihayi and 2 gaps. For each number 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, we get 9 varieties of Tihayis. So as we go to the next number 5, we will get 9 varieties of 5. And let's just explore that with the Tal. And today I'm taken Rag Aliya Bilawal to demonstrate this to you. So let's see how different varieties of Tihayis can be generated. Tihayi, say after doing a tan, 16 matra tan. And the Tihayi can be done notes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 to just change the feel of the Tihayi. So let's do one, and this time with 1 gap in the end. Matra Tihayi, a 16 matra tan, and imagine that you have to start the Tihayi, which I'm going to do now, with 2 gaps. So 11 and 2 gaps in the end. So what I'll do is my Tihayi starts on the 15th matra. So I'll play my Taan, 16 matra Taan, starting on 15, so that I can be at the right time to start the Tihayi. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now it's the 13, which is 1, 2, 3, gap, gap, 1, 2, 3, gap, gap, 1, 2, 3. So that's the base palla. And it starts on the 14th matra. So let's look at the 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Starting on the 13th with one gap in the end. Now we start on the 12th matra with 2 gaps in the end also. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One more example in 5, 5 and 5, because we now moved on to 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's Bedam. So remember, last Tihayi we started on 12. So now we will start on the 11. And then we'll start on the 10. Then we'll start on the 9. So let's see how it goes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With one gap, but using different notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now with the 2 gaps starting on the 9th beat. Now we've got to the next, which is 5 gap, because our target is 17, 15, 17 and then 19. So 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, gap, gap, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, gap, gap, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7, 7, 14 plus 5 is 19. So we get 7, 7 plus 5, which is 19. 19 we go 21. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So remember 27, 21, 3 times 7. So using this method, you can carry on if you wanted to 21, 23, 25 and so on. But the idea is to get hold of the template so that you don't have to memorize a lot of things. You can play as you get on with your playing. The other thing is that the Tihayis can be standalone. You can play them just on their own or as an ending, as Ahmad, to finish off your taan. So you could do a very long taan or you can do shorter taans. But practice creating taans so that you can fit the Tihayi after that. And so there are many levels in which you can experiment and develop your skills of upaj or improvising within the North Indian classical style. We will carry on with the part 3, where I will cover further ideas of Tihayis.